Good morning. Yeah, it's a little chilly out there this morning. It's in the 50s in the southern part of Georgia in the United States. Gonna go up to the 80s later. So, yesterday I was listening to a little bit of YouTube on my TV, and I saw all these videos about Nespresso. So I thought, oh, some of these look interesting. And one of them was a barista class. They pronounced it differently, though, because it was from the United Kingdom, England. So I thought, oh, I'll watch this because it was for the Vertuo, which is the machine I have. Of course, they pronounced it Vertuo. Anyway, so I learned some interesting things, like the way I make coffee, which I'm going to do right now. Taking my coconut almond milk and filling up, they said about 20% of your cup. It's hard to tell in this because it's, it's not straight up and down, but this looks good enough. Okay, so what they said is that, they talked about the crema, which of course I've talked about. That's one of the really wonderful things about the Vertuo or all of the Nespresso machines is that they use a method where the oil in the coffee separates and mixes with air and then creates a lovely foam on top. And which before you drink it, you should kind of fold or stir it back in. That squeaking is Grayson playing with his squeaky toy. So they said that when you brew a coffee into the milk, see if I can get this on here. Okay, that is called a cafe reverso, because usually you put milk in after the coffee is brewed. So when you do it the other way around, you're reversing things. I'm going to use a double espresso scuro because I really like that. It's a good, intense, and strong flavor. And probably it's one of my favorites. So let's see. I think I've got a sleeve of it so I can read to you about it. But what they said is that you get more of a crema on top when you do it this way because the milk is being gently warmed by the coffee and it mixes together with the oils. Hush, puppy. And that makes more of a foam than what would normally be made. So, okay, I'm going to run this through 2 or 3 times. We'll see. I'll run it through a second time. Oh, do you want me to throw your ball for you? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Well, we'll go push the button on the coffee in just a minute. Good boy. Okay, here we are back at the coffee. Let me run it through one more time. Okay, oh yes. So let me read this to you. I just like watching it so much. This has an intensity of 8 out of 11. Okay. Okay. My gosh. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? This is sort of partially a game of fetch where I have to fetch it. Okay, go get it. All right, I'll read to you about, it says, okay, This blend offers you the Robusta richness with same in-cup caffeine levels of our existing Vertuo coffees, thanks to a blend of regular and decaffeinated roast and ground coffee. Okay, why we love it. Grayson, just wait a minute, please. The double enjoyment of this double shot Nespresso Vertuo is that it has both Arabica and Robusta in it. A highly roasted blend of coffees give double espresso scuro, here it is now, a smoky character with dark cocoa and subtle vanilla notes. And I think running it through twice has been absolutely perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So when you make a cafe reverso, which is what I did here by putting in the milk first, and then you get a long view here while I can go to the dishwasher and get a spoon. And then they said you want to fold in. Grayson, hush. Okay. You know, it's taken me a year. Hush, puppy. It's taken me a year and a half. What, you know what? Let me go throw that ball a minute so that he will be quiet. Where's your ball? Where's the ball? Where's your ball, puppy? I don't see the ball, so I can't throw it. Sorry. Okay, and as you can see, it's a rainbow time at my house. It's taken me a year and a half to figure out which coffees are really my favorites. And you know what's interesting? In the beginning, I loved the Fortato. That was the first one that struck me as just really delicious. Now, as I'm trying various ones repeatedly, I've developed a taste for other flavors. Oh, that's so... It's so complex. It's not just one flavor. It subtly has various flavors. Right, Grayson? Yes. And it makes it so interesting to drink it. It's not just like this punch of, this is how I taste, but it's just got all these different sort of flavors in it. Right, Grayson? Yes. And it doesn't need sweetener, although sometimes I put skinny syrup in it to add a little more complexity to the flavor and a little sweetness, obviously. One of the things that they said is on this barista class for the Vertuo from the United Kingdom is that when you have the coffee with milk, especially if the milk is warmed up beforehand, I believe they said, it brings out a biscuity, malty flavor. I don't know, they said biscuity. Anyway, there were so many things that they covered in this video that I can't remember all of them, but I remember the ones that applied to me. And okay, good boy. And particularly about the Cafe Reverso and about the increased crema that it makes and about folding it in. Well, I love my puppy here, but I'm going to go get my coffee now. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that you learn something new and interesting today that applies to your life and makes it better. God bless.